Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with the Seasons mod. I am Razar and we are in episode 6. I know in the last episode I got it mixed up. I thought it was in episode 4 at that time. I got it mixed up, the sequence number, with the ones for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Sorry about that. But we are in episode 6 this time. Sorry about that though. As you can see, we have a load of logs, mainly at the front, not so much at the back. Just to let you know, before I was putting the long, like from all the way from the front to the back, long trees and stuff in here, like the small trees, just cutting them and not cutting them in half to put them in. I found that creates a huge problem. Although it looks like we got straps going through logs here. But the problem it created is at one end the logs would be thicker than they would at the other end. So it would create a big slant that the logs were in. They were in at an angle instead of flat. And for some reason in this game, when you do that with logs, they have a tendency to start hopping around and jumping around, and it was hard to put other logs inside. So what I did, if you've watched any of my earlier episodes, or not episodes of this series, but my earlier series, there is a measure mod, which to use it, you hold down the left Alt button and click the right button on your mouse, the right mouse button, and it puts this little marker down. It's like a little pole, and you can walk out from it. Well, if I put it down at the end of a log, I can walk out to 6 meters, or approximately there, and then I can cut it. Then I walk out to 12 meters and cut it again, and that helps me get them close to the same size. There's a few of them that are a little bit different in size. There's some of them that are longer than the others, but they're all pretty close. The reason they don't look that close to each other in size is because I didn't put them all in there like flush at one end. And the reason I went with that length is, well, it's easier to do it from back here. If you come up here and you stand so that you're lined up with the back of it, and you drop the measuring tool, then you go the full length of the trailer. It's approximately 14 meters. Now that's about how long the normal small trees are. The small ones are normally about 14 meters long. The real tall ones, like that one there, they're probably about twice that length. So I figure if I cut that in half, I'm looking at 7 meters, but that's going to be like real close to here, and there's not going to be much room between them. So instead I cut them all at 6 meters, and then I let some of these just hang off the back end a little bit. But again, the whole reason I did this was because I wanted to be able to fit more on the trailer, and I actually did. I was able to fit more on here. Before they'd start jumping around real bad, I was only able to get probably about 4 or 5 trees on there. Here I cut down, I think 4 of them over here, and probably about 5 of them over here. So I can fit about 2 to 3 times as much on it. I can still put more of them on here now that this is almost filled up. If I wanted to, I could load up the back here even more. Excuse me, even more. Which I'm planning on doing with these trees here, because I've got 3 trees over here that are still in my yard, and I want to go ahead and cut them down. And then later we'll come back through with a stump grinder and we'll grind up the stumps. So for now, let's go ahead and start cutting trees. Okay. And of course, we're still on the first day. So, whoop, I forgot to cut them, didn't I? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try out use the measure mod. And it is in the in-game hub, so you don't have to go to another website to download it. But if you look, you see where the little white, like that white hand, and that turns into a white ring? Alright, the marker is going to appear about where that is. But if you notice, our chainsaw, it's a little bit off by about 0.18 to about 0.20. So whenever you get ready to do this, if you have your chainsaw out, bring your chainsaw up to where there's a small gap between the back of the log and the handle, and that'll get you right at the, like somewhere around the back end of it there, that log that was cut, and then you just go up to about 6 meters. Doesn't have to be perfect. And 12. I try to keep it towards the low end. And that's it. The very small end just disappears if they're too small. Okay, so here we drop another one. A little bit too far back. So we'll come up to about here. That should do it. Okay, so again we go to 6. This is one of the long trees, or tall ones. So we got 6, then we go to 12. And 6 plus 12 is 18. Excuse me. And then add another 6, that's 24. And then another 6 would be 30. And then we'll just leave that in there. There's our measuring pole. So we start again with this one. Now I crouch down because it makes it easier to get the chainsaw closer to the log. Okay. And then we take the measuring tool off. Now normally what I've done in the past when I've cut logs in real life is I actually measured and put a little spray paint marker on it to mark the location where it needed to be cut at. Don't know why I'm staying on the on the path for driving. So keep in mind that the fields here, we do not own any of them. So I'm only cutting the logs that would be on my property. And of course, in real life, you would want to remove the straps before you put anything else back on the trailer. But in the game, you don't have to do that. But we're going to try and do this a bit realistic. So, somewhat realistic. Yeah, I know that's not too realistic, just hopping in there, hitting a button, and it's done. But we're going to do it somewhat realistic. How's that? Oop. Trying to drop that one in straight, and I ended up knocking another one around. So I'll come over here and try and straighten that up. Yeah, steering in this makes it hard to control sometimes. That happens once you reach over certain speeds. For some reason, the vehicles just get very, very unstable in this game. I think if you have a steering wheel or something like that, it makes it a lot easier to control them. Oh, don't... oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, that's not good. Now, if I have this on the road like this, I already know that the NPCs are going to pull up behind it and block that ramp. It does stop whenever you get out. And now they're down. Okay. First, you need to push this side away from that pole. There we go. Don't go. There we go. Alright, good. So we'll go ahead and put the tractor back on the trailer. Get the trailer out of the road. I love this trailer. It's one of the nicer ones I found in this game to haul equipment on. Okay. Now we need to come around here. Hook up to the front. Got the hiccup, excuse me. Okay. Go ahead and release the straps before we get there. And then we unfold the trailer. Watch the money roll up. So we're at 63, almost 64,000. So let's see where we are on financing. Yeah, we can pay off part of this. I will pay off, let's say 20. I'll leave us about 43. We're gonna have our loan payment coming out soon. So we don't want to take out too much because we're going to speed up time. We come in here to time scale and we'll set it to 120. That'll roll us on through. Look at there, all this rain. Ooh, wrong way. There we go. And now we'll take this trailer back to the yard. I'm gonna have to see how much it would cost for a lawnmower. This is a tight turn. I knocked that sign down last time. Apparently, when you save and quit and then reload the game, it puts it back up. Because I've already knocked the thing down, this will be the second time I've done it. I'm probably going to do it some more if I do any more logging. And I'm going to be putting up episode 5 in a couple of days. Then I'm going to put up episode 6, which is this episode, within a few days of that. But I'm hoping to get out before then at least 1 or 2 more Euro Truck Simulator episodes. I don't know why I cut the engine off. Hit the wrong button. But if I can get out some more of those episodes, then that's going to be really good. Because I can show you how far I've gone in that series. Oop, this one doesn't have bright lights. Here we go. And I also want to let you know that earlier today I did start up a Patreon account in case anybody is interested in donating. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you'd like to donate to me for the work that I've been doing and stuff, please feel free to. I will put the link in the description of this video, and I will go back and put it in the link or in the description of all of my previous videos pretty soon. But we're gonna go ahead and end this video here. I'm just gonna take this back to the trailer, or back to the yard. About to back up to the wrong side. So we're going to go ahead and call it quits here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video. If you want to, hit the subscribe button as well, and it will keep you up to date whenever I upload new videos. I will see you again next time in episode 7 of Farming Simulator 17. Or if you're interested in the Euro Truck Simulator 2 episodes, I will see you earlier in those. So have fun, happy gaming.